I'm home from my trip and I need to address a few issues with my Joolca Gotta Go composting toilet. It worked really well on my trip. I used it for about 3 weeks straight and I loved the door of the poop compartment. I loved that it closed. The issue that I was having was with the urine tank. So the urine drips through here and then onto this blue cap. So the issue I was having is that sometimes when I would take out the urine container, I would see urine in the bottom. And I knew that I had everything aligned. So I didn't know what was going on. So what I did is I took a pool noodle from Dollar Tree and cut these rounds just right from the end of the pool noodle. And this is what it looks like when it gets compressed. So I would just put one on top of the blue cap. And make sure that it's tightened down. And that would put enough pressure on the gasket to create a no leak situation. So there it's closed and it's completely compressed. No urine gets through. And it's not very compressed right now, but after a few days, this is what it looks like. I contacted Joolca and they have a fix for it. They sent me a new cap and new gaskets. So let's see how those fit, how they compare. Now they sent a new cap. That looks exactly the same. And that wasn't the problem. So we'll put the new one on anyway. Now this is the new cap. And it's slightly higher than the old cap. There we go. So the new one is slightly higher. It also has a little bit more of a lip. See if the gasket, yep, there's a gasket inside. Screw that on. Fits a little tighter, it seems. And they sent new gaskets. They said that to replace the one for the urine tank and that the big one for the poop area is just a spare. So I wonder if the gasket is thicker too. We'll find out. All right, let's pull the old one off. Oh, that was easy. Yeah, the new gasket is a little thicker too. Take off the adhesive, and while I have it open, I'm gonna just spray it with my enzymatic cleaner. This stuff is awesome. I'll stick that on. So at first I thought that maybe it was because I didn't have it aligned correctly, or maybe I was using it at an angle. I didn't really know, but the pool noodle seemed to fix it. Let's see how it fits. Yeah, that works well now. So I had to press it down, just like when I was using the pool noodles, a fresh pool noodle round. I would have to push it down to really compress the parts of the urine tank together. And that's what this does now. Awesome. That should really work well. I'm happy about that. Okay. Another fix that I need to do is the gauge for the urine tank. It works on a magnet, and for some reason, it was only engaging sometimes. So, actually, let's do an experiment. Let's close this. Awesome. I like having to press down on it. And let's fill up some water. This is another fix I have to do. That won't reach. Oh well. Okay, here's 3 cups of water. That's now 6 cups of water. And that's now 9 cups of water. So the gauge is supposed to start moving once the tank is half full. Let's see how full it is. Oh, and I don't see any leakage. Awesome. Yeah, it's a little heavy, but it can hold some more. Let's put some more in. Okay, that's another 3 cups of water. And the gauge is still not engaging. And the area around the cap is still dry. And there's no water underneath. Looks like the new cap works. Yay! So let's replace this gauge. One nice thing about the Gotta Go is that everything is modular. Just need a hex set and you can replace everything. But it seems like all of the screws are different sizes. So you really need to have one of these with all the different sizes on it. This should pop out. Nice. So customer service is really responsive. That has been very nice. So the other problem that I've been having is with the lid. And it pops off way too easily. I had to have the Gotta Go against something all the time. Well, this one doesn't seem to be engaging either. Let's try putting more water in. No, that is still not working. So I'm guessing the problem is with the sensor in the tank, because that is very full. Oh, now it's moving. But this is really very full. Should have moved before now. Let's put more water in, see what it does. Oh, now it's moving. Well, so this gauge is not accurate. So the tank is now completely full. I can see the water here, and this is only reading in the blue. It's not showing full. So this didn't fix the issue. The other issue I'm having is that the lid and the seat pop off way too easily. So, I mean, I could just lift that off, no problem. And, you know, normally that's fine, but if I need to clean it at all, it just comes right off so easily. Oh, now this popped out. And it seemed like every time I was using this, the lid would pop off. I had to have the toilet up against the wall of the minivan, because otherwise, when I would lift the lid up, it would just come right off. So they said that there's an adjustment that you can make here. There are 2 sets of 2 screws, and I'm going to loosen those up and take that off. Loosen up the screws, and they said that you can move it over slightly. That is slight. I mean, that's maybe 1 millimeter difference. I don't think that's going to make much difference. That's really almost nothing. And with that, also the toilet seat is going to come off even easier. And this thing popping out is new. Might have to glue it in. Looks like there was glue and it just came out. Issues. Okay, so that's in. And let's see about this. Yeah, still comes off just as easily. So the urine drip is fixed, but the lid is still not fixed, and the gauge is not fixed. So I need to email Joolca again. So overall, I still like this a lot. I really like the poop container having the closed door. I think that is just fabulous for being inside a small place like a minivan or a car or even a camper van where you don't have outside ventilation. Because this does not have any ventilation pipe like some of the more expensive ones like Nature's Head. So because of that, it really helps contain the smells. And you can put anything in there if you have uh, urine soaked toilet paper, and it's not ideal to put it in there. You want to squeeze out the paper so that it's not dripping urine. But if it's a dry, as dry as you can get it, toilet paper, it can go into the poop area. And then you're not smelling up your van, particularly if you're going to have it, all night long. You want to be able to have things sealed off. And that, it works really well. Now with this new urine cap, where it's not going to be leaking anymore and I don't have to keep changing little rounds from the Dollar Tree pool noodle, it will be even better. I like the design of it for the most part. Another thing that is kind of annoying with it is when you open the main compartment, to take out the poop tank or the urine tank, you have to have this resting against something or it will tip over once you lift this up. Oh my gosh, that is completely full and like all inside now. And it's still not showing as full. Yeah, now that I'm jostling it, it moved. But yeah, this is not a good gauge. I don't know whether it's this magnet, because I'm assuming this is the magnet, or whether it's the gauge itself. Whatever it is, it's not working well. So that's the Gotta Go. Would I buy it again? I think so. I think this is still the best solution for me currently. So thanks for watching. I will make another update once I hear back from Joolca.